was raised in Georgia. My parents got divorced when I was 11 years old. My father is in sales and my mother is a pilot. With my mother specifically, the discrimination is twofold. She was discriminated being a woman, trying to be a pilot, and before that she dealt with discrimination because of her race. It's simply part of her modus operandi to be, don't tell me I can't do something because I'm going to go after it and do it. I can empathize with that.
He had a rather rough start, and I think at one point early on in his career it was either end up in the service or go to jail. And he ended up doing the service route and entering the Marines at that point.
But then, of course, when the September 11th attacks happened, I wanted to join an occupational specialty that would require me to be very proactive in the fight against terrorism. So I was able to change my occupational specialty and I joined counterintelligence. In 2008, I came back from a deployment from overseas, from combat. I got sick and I was diagnosed with germ cell carcinoma, which is testicular cancer. I started looking at all the things that I always wanted to achieve in my life. One of them was being an Ironman. And the second one was to get a college education.
And because we have a very strong veteran advocacy on campus, he was admitted to SDSU. And then as things unfolded, he was very open to sharing the fact if he was going to die, that he wanted to do something that he wouldn't be able to do. And that was to participate and complete an Ironman triathlon.
The fact that he decided, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be what they expect me to be. You know, I'm not going to be that 130-pound, wasting away. I think it's just sheer determination. And he said, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it.
I mean, I really started to realize what life is all about. It's about conviction, it's about passion, it's about loyalty. And so, being diagnosed with a terminal disease was the best thing that ever happened to me in that regard. The last true interaction that me and my father had was when I was in my teens. And you know how I was when I was in my teens, I was a juvenile delinquent. And when I crossed that finish line, and I embraced him, it was the first time in my life that I can honestly say that he and I looked at each other eye to eye. We were on the same level, mutual respect. And that embrace, that was it. That was the peace that I was looking for. For 13 years I was in the Marines. I lost 7 people in war. I've lost 3 times that in the past 3 years in the fight against cancer. What I want to do with my life, with the rest of my life, is fight that.
People are going to know him for his dedication to not just supporting cancer patients, but supporting survivors and pushing for a cure.
When it comes to that warrior spirit, I think we all have that inside of us, but it just takes a certain amount of life experience in order for it to be tapped into.